Hello, my name is Andy and I am the Village Idiot, a man with a car and a GoPro and an unhealthy amount of time on my hands. Now today I am in Bassetlaw and I'm just to the north of Tuxford, the last video that you will have seen in the Bassetlaw series. And this is, in comparison to Tuxford, a village which is much smaller, but it doesn't mean it's any less interesting. There are quite a few things to see here. Well, where are we? We're in the parish of West Markham, and take note of Milton. That's also within this parish too, and that is potentially going to be the most interesting part of this video. Sit back and enjoy the parish of West Markham. As they say in this world, manners cost nothing, and the church was open here. There were people inside, and I made sure that I asked politely so that I could film in there a couple of extra shots for you. It's always a bonus when the church is open. And the church here in West Markham stands opposite this building, which it looks very interesting. Now I've got a suspicion what this is, but I'm not totally sure. I'm going to try and find out. So this is interesting. I'm at the parish notice board here in West Markham, and it seems they still refer to themselves as Markham Clinton and not as West Markham. But whichever one they want to refer to themselves as, they're getting one of these in the corner of the notice board as normal. There you go, that's off the list now. Okay, so if you come up Parston Lane and onto the Great North Road, you are now in a place, a little tiny hamlet called Sibthorpe. Now there's not much here, but there is something I do want to show you in this place. I just need to drive on about a minute down the road. Okay, the next stop is Milton, and this is by far, for me at least, the most interesting part of the parish of West Markham, and you're about to see why. So here at the parish notice board in Milton, I've put a card on this one as well. There's also a little board that has a map of the civil parishes in this part of Bassetlaw. And there we are, there is West Markham. Now it's interesting to note that the boundary to the west of West Markham is the River Moor. Now if I can go right in on the map here, you should just be able to see the River Moor. It might be a bit blurry, but there's Milton in the centre of the shot. You can see the Moor. If you can't read it, it's the blue line wavy line that runs down the side of it, and that's the parish boundary at this point here. And you can actually see the River Mourne if you were to walk down there towards where the cricket club is, but it seems like I'm not sure if it's a private drive, that, so I'm not about to go down there and try and have a look at the river, but take my word for it, the River Mourne is the parish boundary at this point. Right, now I need to move on a little bit further down the main street and head for the Milton Mausoleum. Jim Swindon, in appreciation of 32 years as a member of Markham Clinton Parish Council, 25 years as chairman. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to be using your bench to wrap this one up. That's the parish of West Markham, or if you prefer, Markham Clinton. It's just worth mentioning as well that right next door to Milton Mausoleum there is also an art gallery that goes by the name of, I think it's Gosh. I think it's called Gosh Art Gallery, and I'm going to have to include some pictures of that in today's picture bit, and that's coming up right now. So with Milton Mausoleum as my backdrop, that's going to do it for the parish of West Markham. Hope you've enjoyed this one, another tour around a very small part of Bassetlaw. Tune in next Thursday to see where I've got for you next in this district, but until then, this has been the parish of West Markham, and I've been Andy, also known as the Village Idiot, and I'm out.